The Triumph of Zion, Our Personal Quest for the New Jerusalem, John M. Pontius. Narrated by Rick Gines. Introduction. My interest in Zion and what it truly implies for Latter-day Saints has evolved through my spiritual life from indifference to rich excitement. It has taken the Spirit of the Lord many years to penetrate the traditional thinking I inherited as a child, and in its place to cast a celestial light upon a far more glorious view of Zion. It was never my intention to write a book about Zion. I saw the subject as universally cut and dried. I was of the opinion that Zion is what I assumed most people thought it was, to be completed when the prophet tells us to return to Missouri and build the New Jerusalem. That seemed simple enough. I hope you will forgive a personal reference, but it is the best way I can explain the existence of this book. When I was a child, I believed that God existed, that Jesus was the Christ, and that the restored gospel was true. This seems to be almost genetically encoded into my soul. But I only had a vague idea what this implied. I didn't know what difference it made, except that my parents took me to church twice a week, we had family prayer and family home evening, and I couldn't watch TV on Sunday. Beyond that, the gospel was mostly inconsequential in my life. As I grew older, I realized there were blessings to be obtained, serving a mission, temple marriage, opportunities to serve, and other things. I looked forward to and accomplished each phase of my gospel life with determination and satisfaction. But the gospel was still largely inconsequential. I say that because I read the scriptures and somehow saw myself in a different gospel program than the one I read about in the lives of the ancient faithful. I assumed that Adam lived in a different gospel pattern, that Enoch did things nobody else would do, that Lehi, Nephi, the brother of Jared, and all the other ancient faithful enjoyed something far more intimate and spiritually profound than I could. That conclusion was patently simple to draw, primarily because I could read about it in their lives, but I didn't see it in my life or in the lives of those I idolized in the gospel. It has only recently burst into my soul with a thunderclap of power that not only is the gospel true, but it also works. The gospel works today the same as in any dispensation of the past. It withholds nothing from our grasp. Any blessing, vision, miracle, or manifestation, whether it be angelic visitations or the appearance of God himself, is in fact ours to enjoy, today, now. We will examine how this is possible later on in this book. It wasn't until this truth distilled upon my soul that the gospel came alive to me. It was at
Sample complete. Ready to continue?